These are your 2022 NBA World Champion Golden State Warriors.
Welcome home, Warriors!
MVP! MVP!
KPIX 5 is all over the parade from the start to the finish. The most memorable moments from the party.
That we are the champs of the NBA Finals. Let's go! Let's go!
Oh, here we go with the champagne. Oh, gosh. Oh, no.
I don't know. What y'all want me to tell you? That we better than everybody?
You saw the crowds on TV along Market Street. How did they all get here? We take a closer look at how transit systems survived today's big test.
And Tuesday is a first alert weather day with near record high temperatures in store. I'm tracking how long that heat will stick around in the first alert forecast.
Good evening, I'm Sarah Donchi.
And I'm Ryan Yamamoto. What a way to celebrate Dub Nation. Coming out strong to party for the 2022 NBA champions. Tens of thousands of fans swarmed Market Street for the Dubs' first parade in San Francisco. Screaming fans cheering on Steph Curry as he hoisted the gold trophy all along a double-decker bus surrounded by his family. Klay Thompson soaking it all in. At one point, look at that, getting off the bus, celebrating with the crowd. Head coach Steve Kerr also jumped off his ride to give a few fans a few high fives.
That was the Cal Band leading off the parade. Some fans poured into the city as early as 4 o'clock this morning. They were ready for the crowds. And this gives you a better idea of just how many people were out there on Market Street. At one point, some fans even broke through the barricades and surrounded a bus that had players on it.
Yeah, so we have live team coverage on the parade from the rally to the rush to get home.
Okay, so we start with Juliette Goodrich, who was in the middle of all of it today. She takes us through the highlights of the Dubs celebration.
What a day for a parade and a first for San Francisco and the Warriors. And for all of these fans here and for you at home, it did not disappoint.
Warriors fans lined the streets of Market Street bright and early for a parade of champions. Check out this VIP seat.
Is that comfortable? Yeah? Okay.
Even our crews were pumped up.
Let's go! Let's go!
All ages coming together. How they got here today, a journey in itself.
We watched Game 6 in LA while we were there, and we're like, we really need to go. So came home early in the morning just to get here, and then we're like super excited for this moment right here.
Where did you come from last night?
From Oahu.
Oahu.
And as players made their way down Market Street, the bubbly was flowing.
Oh, here we go with the champagne. Oh, gosh. Oh, no.
And Jordan Poole making quite a splash, heading into the crowd for a pool party.
Jordan, how are you doing?
How crazy? Absolutely amazing.
And so are the fans after shaking hands with him.
Do not wash your hands until, well, actually do before you eat dinner, okay?
Fans chanted MVP as Steph Curry and family passed them by. And some emotional moments for fans when they saw Klay Thompson.
The reason why I get emotional is because Klay has been through so much in the last 2 years, you know, and for him to come back, the strength that he has inside of him to be a Warrior, to win a championship, he doesn't understand how many fans really love and care about that man.
What a moment! What a moment!
A grand finale for the ages, a sea of Warriors fans at the end of the parade, and a selfie of a lifetime.
Look, he's getting out, he's getting a selfie. Oh, wow! Wow, they just, oh my God!
They all need to be in the moment. Oh my goodness, look at that.
The crowd just went to a frenzy.
In San Francisco, Juliette Goodrich, KPIX 5.
Swarm there. Whew.
That was so much fun to watch live on KPIX. I just loved it. Let's go ahead and bring in Vern Glenn. He anchored our parade coverage. Wow, what a day for the Bay. I know you worked hard all morning. It's nice to see the Warriors on top, though, right?
Well, you know, did it match Oakland's of 2015, 2017, 2018 with the energy with this current group? Depends on who you ask, but this is one of these first of these kind of celebrations in San Francisco in a long time, and it was pretty close. The NBA champs paraded up a mile up Market Street. This is the first one with this core group in the city and fourth victory parade in the last 8 years. Coach Steve Kerr, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green have all taken part in all four, and it never gets old.
This is what it's all about. It's entertaining you guys, giving you something to cheer for, to be passionate about.
It's giving us the opportunity and the platform to go do amazing things that haven't been done in history, and representing the entire Bay Area in the process. We've all been here the entire time and have tried to continue to build this. It means the world, and now we're back having a parade in San Francisco.
What brings me the most joy in winning a championship ever since I won my first one is seeing the guys who win it the first time. Because in your journey, you always want that feeling back. Like that first time you do it, you want that feeling back. And the reality is you never get it again. You feel it through those guys, and that's how you get that sensation again.
Those three have been together for 10 years. So now the offseason begins for the vets. The league draft is Thursday. Free agency period starts the following week. The adventure continues for the Golden State Warriors.
Let's run it back. Let's run it back.
Oh, man. Quick vacation for the front office and then back to work. Okay.
Thanks, Vern. Well, here's a look at the crowds heading home following the championship parade. Chopper 5 over Market Street showing Dubs fans going back home as KPIX 5's Andria Borba reports the large crowds caused, well, some issues for transit.
Downtown San Francisco is cleared out of partiers after the largest crowd in 2 years flooded Market Street to catch a glimpse of the Golden State Warriors. Transit systems were tested today in a way they haven't been since the pandemic began. It felt like a scene from the before times. Hundreds of thousands of people packed into a mile-and-a-half stretch of San Francisco's Market Street for a championship parade. How'd they all get there? Well, look no further than the Bay Bridge Toll Plaza, where traffic was a mess, and that was before all of those cars had to find parking downtown. Warriors. And then there was BART, running at full capacity and packed the gills, moving fans eager for a glimpse of Steph, Dre, and Clay.
I've been on BART, but I've not been in an experience like this. I could hardly fit. I am telling you, it was so tight and so squished.
The day wasn't without glitches. Take a look at this line for Clipper cards at the Dublin BART station.
The Clipper app dealt with unprecedented demand today because so many people were going to the parade. So it created a bandwidth issue. People did have success with it, but it took many tries in some circumstances to have that success. Obviously, everybody wants to get here in a hurry. We were able to accommodate everybody who showed up at the station, got them through the gates one way or another.
Just ask Dre and Elena Viduri.
They actually gave us a free one. We just walked up and they gave us a $20 one, so got to ride it for free today.
Despite the crowd on Market, this will not be a top 10 ridership day for BART. The commute ridership was slashed because of the Juneteenth holiday, but spokesperson Chris Filippi says days like today are important to lure riders back and away from painful gas prices.
If we can get more people back on a daily basis, maybe this was one of the events that convinced people to return to the system.
Among the convinced, Stephen Tomas, who was impressed with the system improvements.
The signs looked newer in the station, so it was clear which train was going to come.
BART says today was the biggest crowd on the transit system in 2 years and a good test for Sunday's Pride Parade and all of the events at Civic Center and in the Castro. In San Francisco, Andria Borba, KPIX 5.
I lost my hat. Underestimated the wind gust, man. Took it right off my head.
Okay, slightly more luxurious ride than being packed onto BART. Clay Thompson was on Instagram Live. Ryan loves this story.
I love this.
Before the parade, he was boating across the bay, so his Clipper card was fine. As you saw there, the four-time champ lost his hat in the wind. We've been following along all day on social media. Fun day for that. The Warriors, our reporters, everybody's posting behind-the-scenes footage from the parade. So be sure to share your pictures and videos with the parade using the hashtag KPIX.
I love that he took a boat to the parade. It's awesome. And coming up a little later, we'll check in with Kenny Choi, who spent the day at Chase Center as fans tried to scoop up championship gear and get a glimpse of the players after the parade. And we brought you live coverage of the Warriors parade and parade live right here on KPIX 5 in CBS News Bay Area. We are streaming 24/7 on KPIX.com and, of course, on our app.